Try not to laugh to this Cracker Milk podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Cracker Milk podcast. If you want to catch the full, uncut, extended version of this podcast, you can find it on our Patreon. It's going to be at least 10 to 20 minutes longer than this episode. All the swears are there. We talk about rude things. Stop fumbling your fucking mic.
Sorry, I just need to set it up.
Yeah, set it up.
What is the line that we can't go past? Like when you put that thing there, can I make like jokes about Indian heritage and things like that, or is that too far?
Yeah, I'd argue that's too far, champion.
Fair enough. I'm just saying.
A red dot. He gets a red dot on his face, and you're like, can I make jokes that he's Indian now?
Yeah.
Anyway, full podcast on our Patreon. Go check it out. We've got Chris here, so whenever you see this man, you should go to the Patreon because there'll be a ton of stuff that we have to cut. And we're here today. I'm very sorry that last week there was no episode. Our Rodecaster Pro that we just bought didn't turn on, so I had to return it. It's all good now, hopefully. We sound good. Everything's good. We're happy. We turned on the light and everything didn't work, so it's been a nightmare. Cracker Milk is running into problems over and over until we fix it.
But it's all sorted now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're having
Did the
good
place
fun.
that you buy that from, did you mention that it was going to be for the Cracker Milk, and did they give you a...
They actually, I said, this is for the Cracker Milk podcast, and they went, well, if it's for that, you get your willies out and we'll wash them and groom you and we'll trim them up and we'll suck them a little bit.
But they didn't give you any discount?
I hate that.
They offered a discount, but because we're so famous, I thought it was wrong, and I said no discount for me, please. I don't want to.
I still got the discount.
Do we name the name of the place that we've got it for?
Yeah, for sure, because they were really lovely.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to DJ City, Mansfield.
Just
really
bleep all of that.
Yeah,
Censor it all.
Yeah, just... Oh.
I hope DJ City sees this and sends us 4 of those fucking fire lands.
I hope DJ City sees this and sends us a cease and desist, and they're like, we do not want to be associated with Cracker Milk.
Caesar desist.
Very good, dude.
Thank you.
Can we tell a story? I told Elias's story yesterday.
Yeah.
About the guy we met at the bar.
Oh,
at the front door. Waiting, and how he wanted to get a drink.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I think you should tell that story.
We were walking, it was like 9 a.m. and we're walking past the pub next to my place. And this dude who...
Little one up there.
Yeah, this dude who looks like he thinks water comes from a keg. Literally comes past us walking and he goes, Excuse me, boys, where's the nearest pub? And I was like, oh, mate, a few streets down, up the road to the left. And he went, I couldn't get there sooner. Fucking sprints.
He said, by the way, I could smell it.
I can smell it. And he,
I can smell it.
9 a.m. This dude is like, even if he's Naoki, he is gassed up and
Yeah.
he is fucking running to the pub. How can you be so keen for a beer at 9 a.m.
so good.
that you're like, where's the fucking pub? Which means he's not from here. He's woken up from somewhere and he's like, I got a drink. And he's like, I am at 9 a.m. gunning it, like sprinting for the pub. Anyway, very entertaining.
I don't know. I've been that thirsty. Maybe not that thirsty. I've been thirsty.
Yeah, for piss maybe. I've seen it when you've been like, oh guys, we're out here for a while. I'm gonna have to piss in my own mouth.
Bubblers.
And
That's
I'm
your
like,
generation who invented bubbling, not mine.
well, it's actually you.
The fact you know what it's called.
Is that what it's
shocking.
called?
I do want to. I want to bring up to the
Yeah, like a
audience.
bubbler. You know, you get a bubbler.
Yeah, I want
yeah,
to bring
yeah.
up to the audience something Chris does because he loves drinking piss so much. Is he will go shopping and he will park as far away and as deep into a car park complex as he can, and then he just acts like he's really lost and bewildered for like an hour. Once he starts feeling like that's enough time to justify it, he goes, "I'm so tired and weary. I'm gonna need some. I'm dehydrated." Cocks out, pissing in his own mouth. Always offers it after he has some too. That's how you know it's for him. But that is something he does, and all the audience should know. Chris loves getting excuses to drink his own pee-pee.
I went.
Oh, do you guys want some?
No thanks, Chris.
I went to Wet and Wild once with Chris, and he picked the biggest line
Yeah.
so he could piss.
And did you
Okay.
say?
And we had fast pass.
Isn't it fun just weeing in the pool? Haha. And he went, what?
He also talks
That's
about
yuck.
he also talks about having a piss bottle in the car, but it's just a bottle full of piss that he drinks out
Drinks,
of.
yeah, that's
I was very
it.
disappointed
which
in that
is-
because I just assumed Wet and Wild was going to be a lot of people like me.
Chris got
It
really,
is.
Chris got really.
He takes
confused.
samples of the
Yeah.
water from Wet and Wild because
He-
a lot of people pee in them. so
Sometimes
he
he'll
just-
be in the pool and he watches it go blue. He goes, "Oh, the chemicals!" and then he'll dive in.
Yeah, Chris
Swim
goes
up.
to water parks and complains to the staff that there's not enough piss in the pools.
Did you stop going to water parks when that old lifestyle, that rumor went around about the razor blades?
I stopped going to water parks when I went, and I was in the waiting pool with my friend, and he dunked his hand under and came out, and he had
Don't,
the biggest
don't.
piece of snot across his
His
eyebrow embedded. Like,
We got a floater.
I literally was like, you know what? That's somehow worse than anything else I could have seen. That's fucking disgusting.
I used to work for a guy, and his partner worked at one of those water parks, and they would get the employees every morning to test the slides.
Hey, did I miss a memo that said if you're on a podcast, you got to look like you're a 1990s tennis fucking brat with the fucking backwards hat? What's this shit?
I'm just trying to get the light off my face.
I'm just trying to keep my hair
No, sorry,
down.
the light on my face and not try and
Chris,
cast shadows.
I don't-
You're worried
We're
about
in a-
you're worried about a facial feature
Because
of
we're-
yours, especially shadow on your face.
Well,
I just look. We're an audio-visual podcast here, and I'm just trying to help our viewers.
well, Chris, what we have is a thing called hair. So it gets in your face if you're careful. So you
I've
want
got
to,
plenty of fucking hair.
yeah, all down your back there.
Probably
Yeah.
mass
You know what's funny?
You have more.
He just went to show us his back hair. It's not back hair. It's ass hair that has grown
It's
upward.
grown a lot.
Yeah, it's combed over. All of the hair you ever see on Chris's body is from his ass initially. Anyway, Chris works at Wet and Wild. Chris went to Wet and Wild. He loves piss, complains about piss samples, blah blah blah. Piss boy. And we've started rolling, and Elias has now decided this is the time he's going to fucking
I
rearrange
just needed
his
to.
life.
I
Yeah,
needed to
good job.
get the cord out of the way.
Now we're here. It's just the fellas today, guys. There is a distinct lack of estrogen. The women are gone.
I don't know. I think there's some here still
Sausage fest.
hiding.
Lurking around.
around.
Distinct lack of estrogen in the room.
And
There's
no smidge.
No
Oh,
chicks,
yes.
no
Yeah,
smidge.
well, and she's a female dog. She's
know,
a fucking
why do you know
bitch.
that?
I really haven't had an urge to crush something really small and annoying. So Smidge definitely isn't here today, which is great. But you know, we're here. We're having fun. Life's been good. You've been in Auckland for the other job.
Mordor.
Yeah, it's just Auckland. It's not Mordor.
Fucking
That's a
Mordor.
fictional place, mate.
It's a land full of orcs.
They had to film Mordor. Where'd they go?
Racist.
Are you saying the New Zealand Islanders and Māori people are orcs?
No, I'm just saying Auckland.
Okay, we're too.
Orcs.
I'm gonna
I
have to
tell you,
Yeah,
for
you're
a
too.
cold, shitty, fucking.
Please don't make enemies
Mud.
with New Zealand.
No, well, here's the thing. I'm going to give it a compliment.
I love
because
New Zealand.
It's astonishingly. South Island's beautiful. North
Never
Island.
fucking been to New
Fucking
Zealand.
I love it because Middle Earth is there.
In the South Island, you fucking. That's what I'm trying to say.
But it's also in the North Island.
No, that's where they fucking film Mordor. That's why I fucking call it.
Yeah,
So
and the Shire.
one fucking valley, and yeah. But
Gotcha, make believe
But-
land.
the fucking people were brilliant. I've like seriously, the hotel we stayed at. I've never stayed in a place where Like they walked in there and said, "Hi, Chris." I hadn't been there for fucking 2
You know,
weeks.
I didn't know
Hi,
this.
Chris.
I didn't know this, but Peter Jackson was going to play Aragon himself. It was self.
Whoa.
And he wanted to be the lead really bad. And they said, unfortunately,
Aragorn in the book was not a fat.
yeah.
What was that?
That was actually the joke I was going to make.
Who's the guy who got the role? Wasn't he really mean on set?
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen was famously an arsehole.
Really?
Guys, so
Yeah,
much.
he was famously a
guys
jerk
so
on
much.
set.
This is all false.
He tried to put down,
This is all
anytime he
false.
rode a horse that pissed him off, he tried to get it put down.
Sometimes he'd pull his sword out and he'd
Yeah, he tried to. He would try to like.
Yeah.
Occasionally, when the people playing the hobbits, which were just little people on set, he would aggressively kick at them. Like if he was on a horse, you had to have like a perimeter around.
The
Viggo
Hobbits were
Mortensen.
quite famous actors, though, was it? Christopher Lee was one of them.
Christopher Lee was a
And
Hobbit.
That who was the other old guy?
Charles Xavier.
Magneto. Yes,
Yeah.
Charles Xavier was one
Did
of
you
them.
know that? Did you know that?
And Hugo Weaving.
Did you know Christopher Lee was actually back in the day a firefighter on the day the towers fell?
And that's why he could cut through the door in The Shining too quick.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
had to do lots
Yeah,
of
because
takes.
when Christopher Lee was playing the Jack Shining from
Yeah.
The Shining.
John Shining.
Yeah, incredible. And it actually, what's funny is the scene where he cuts down the door in The Shining is inspiration for the scene in Helm's Deep where they break through the gate. Yeah.
You know, he was originally famous for being Frankenstein.
Really?
He played Frankenstein in all the Frankenstein movies. He was Frankenstein.
Did you know Orlando Bloom actually just looks like that?
Yeah. And he can't sink on snow. They tried to do
They
it.
tried to just have him walk on snow and he
He's
just
too
I'm
light.
too light. Make me the elf. Make me the
Can I
elf.
ask you a question? How come elves can walk on snow and they're light, but they're really strong?
Because it's a fucking fake movie, dude. It's not real. It's a dumb movie.
How can they have lots of mass?
The other feeling is of all the fucking weird made-up names and that whole fucking thing, Orlando Bloom's probably the one that's the most fucking weirdest. Who calls their kid Orlando Bloom? My name's Orlando Bloom.
I've been working on some jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking rigger in the North
I've
Sea.
been
Whoa, what did you just say?
I said a rigger in the North Sea. Orlando Bloom, you're not going to
You
be a rigger in
can't
the North
just
Sea.
say that, dude.
A rigger.
Hard R, dude.
What the
Jesus
fuck? That is the hardest
Christ.
R. That is the hardest
Just
R.
because you're
A racist.
a race.
Have you been to New Zealand before?
Yeah.
Have you been in New Zealand?
Just
I've
came
been to
back.
New Zealand. Have you been in New Zealand?
No,
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
No, buddy.
So,
I want to get.
That's
Now-
where I filmed Star Wars.
guys, the issue I have with this podcast,
Halloween, dude.
the issue I have with this podcast
Yeah, what is it?
is doing it. So I asked the audience for some suggestions, and
Oh, here we go. This
this
is
legend.
always-
Oh, shut the fuck up. Fucking sooky little naggy rocks up, middle of the day. What are we doing? Podcast. Sits down and yaps. Yeah. Don't act like you're not doing that when the cameras aren't rolling every 5 seconds. Battlefront 1987 is not the name of a game, but a gentleman who sent in some suggestions for some things we could do. He said travel stories, childhood horror stories, movies that you swear no one else knows about. We're not doing that.
Oh, fuck.
Horrible cuisine opinions, Olympic sports you think you'd rep Australia in, old favorite YouTube videos and channels. Now, Olympics is coming up. It's about to finish. So
Fastest.
we'll talk about some sports. What do you think?
That's easy. Every Paralympic sports, I'd win.
I actually don't think you would.
Running.
Okay. Olympics going on. I need to bring this up. I am enjoying it. I'm watching it most nights. I checked out the bouldering for a sport that I think is really fucking stupid. It's pretty cool. And then I checked out the diving, and I saw men's diving, and they're incredible. But I had to turn it off because I couldn't stop looking at these voluptuous, plumpy dongs. And I'm a straight man, and these dongs on these divers are just some of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
You've seen
and
them.
I can't. I'm sitting next to my partner, and I'm literally, I'm sitting next to my partner. I'm like, look at all these dicks. Like, there's so many willies.
Oh, she already was.
Those willies are incredible. Like, these budgie smugglers are so tight. These dudes are just rocking out with their cocks. It is incredible.
Matt
And then the
Shevington.
women are in fucking bathing suits. So I got to look at dongs for all the diving, and then all the women are like professional in bathing suits. It's fucking upsetting. Let me see. And then watch volleyball. Watch volleyball. They're in bikinis. Fucking Egyptian volleyball team. What are they in? Full sleeve outfits.
Worse than that, though, the water polo girls and the beach volleyball girls, they thongs are up the cracks of their ass. Like that's part of the
That's
uniform.
horrible.
They just shove up the cracks of
Why
their
is
ass.
everyone complaining?
I'm not complaining. I'm saying I love it. but I'm looking at big, delicious dongs, and
know,
I
you
want
get to
look at women bits as well. I'm happy.
So you
to
saw the
look at
French
both.
pole vaulter whose dong knocked off the fucking thing.
That's tragic.
That is tragic.
That's tragic.
That's a win though. That's a
Yeah, I kind of feel he's going to be famous for that, and he's probably going to get more tail as a result of that rather than he would have if he got a gold medal. We're going to say, girls are going to go, oh, you're the guy with the big.
What Olympic sport would you bring in if you could bring one in? What sport would you?
Like,
do you reckon you
genuinely?
could guarantee a gold in? If you had to choose any activity as a sport that you reckon you could get gold in, what would it be?
Napping.
Yeah, you would fucking
you'd-
time
yeah,
traveling,
yeah,
I
very
call
good
it.
at that.
It would be whoever can time travel the most, and you would win without a doubt. You would win without. You can fucking nod off in a heartbeat, mate. And you do the full. You do. I see it because your hands clasp together in front of your little belly, and it's all over. When I see those hands clasp together,
It happened literally just before you rocked up, sat
Yeah.
down, and we're just like setting up, and he's
yeah, it's out cold.
Well, I did work this morning at 3 o'clock. this morning.
Speaking of things, you could win gold in being awake while seemingly asleep. You're
pretty good
incredible at that.
Yeah,
You're so good at making it seem like you're asleep when you're fully
Oh,
awake,
fake. I
snoring,
get it.
eyes open. Like that's Elias' eyes open right now. That's incredible.
I reckon I could do calf related. I like calf raises. I reckon I'd be
Calf raises,
Yeah. Yeah, I got really weirdly strong calves.
The noise is back again.
the snoring. Yeah, that's the snoring. I reckon I would be really good at scrolling on TikTok. Like who could sit there mindlessly and scroll on TikTok? I could win gold on that. I can fucking get sucked into that world, that vortex, and just go.
I reckon most shits in a day.
Most poos in a
That's
day.
probably you, yeah.
Okay, I don't need to
true.
bring up my
It's-
fucking IBS on the internet. It's a sensitive
a
topic.
vat that you have to
Stop
fill.
drinking fucking.
Dude, it's my IBS. Okay, you don't need to bring it up. It's a sensitive topic. Everyone's going to
You don't have an
man.
IBS, you have a Mac.
I'm boom boom man. The community born.
You don't poo that much. I poo
No,
all the
but
time.
I'm just
It's not about how many. It's the.
the
length of the
quality.
Yeah, I don't-
quality over
I
quantity.
I don't have big. I'm not doing big massive poos all day. I'm
He
doing
does poos like Mr. Whippy.
who Elias
Cool,
does.
yeah.
Quality over quantity.
And he gives it to little kids like
like
Mr.
a-
Whippy.
I feel like you do poos.
50
I
cent
feel
ice
like
cream.
I feel like your poos look like a baby's arm. I feel like the poos coming out of you look like a baby arm.
Mate, that doesn't even come.
Sorry, a,
close.
a toddler's arm.
Is it more like the
Yeah.
head?
Oh,
It's more like the whole thing.
close.
Yeah, it's probably the whole
Oh, you
thing.
could be like fucking kidney stone toss or something.
Oh,
you could like
yeah,
piss
you've
out a
had some
kidney stone.
stones come out of you, mate. I reckon old mate.
Skeet
Yeah,
shooting.
I reckon Elias is gonna have some of the gnarliest kidney stones on fucking planet Earth.
Oh, you're
Why?
fucked. dude.
Because you're gonna be paying for the fucking crimes you've done to your body, mate.
What crimes?
Oh, sorry?
Let me
I don't know
think.
any crimes.
Eating the most of
Just your
one
diet.
candy at one time, or eat as many donuts in
I
one
think
sitting.
you'll be fine.
That's
Also.
ages ago.
Yeah, but dude, that's the whole point. Is that like
It's like Arnie doing roids in the 80s.
It's all gonna come back. Like you'll
Nah.
be
Do you
in
have a
your,
lot do you have a lot of salt and sugar in your diet?
I have a lot of salt in my diet, not as much sugar.
in the last week.
Salt's the worst one.
Salt's the worst.
low water and lots
I'll
of
just get rid of
salt.
my kidneys.
No, just
Then I won't have any stones.
Trust me, mate.
just
pretty
drink more
good.
water, mate. That's all.
Yeah. One kidney stone is all you fucking
When was the last time you had water? That wasn't Game of Subs.
Game of Substance is water.
And
it's
also, do you know how easy it is to tell when you lie? You never deliver a sentence directly. Anytime you want to tell if Elias is lying, he starts fumbling his words or his tone changes. It's my favorite. I drink a lot of water. Like
I drink a lot of water.
You fucking do not. You do not.
No, I do need to drink more water.
It's okay. We all need to
Game of
drink.
Subs is helping.
It is, and it's if you use our fucking code Crackermilk for your Game of Subs, you will get free shipping worldwide.
Worldwide.
Where are they based? Where do they come from?
They're from the States,
world.
but they saw our ad that we did, loved it, and they changed our code from 10% off to literally just get free shipping, which is fucking awesome.
Seriously?
Yeah, people love it. So
Because shipping from the States is usually
very,
fucking hell of
it'd be
expensive.
more expensive than the 10% off. So,
Shit, yeah, they're saving a lot more.
So highly recommend go checking it out. And you know, if people haven't clicked our link on the last video, you get free samples as well. You just sign up, so you don't even need to buy anything. You could just
First
get free.
500?
First 500 get
Oh,
free
you just get
samples.
sent shit.
Yeah, just get sent shit for free. So you can go do that. And I reckon if I speak to them, they'll give us another 500 if I'm like, hey,
Don't say that, dude.
what?
Because we got to get the first 500. We just got to get.
Yeah, we got to
500.
get through 500.
I think, but that other video's on the main channel. This one, I feel like maybe more Game of Subs. Anyway, fuck it. I'm gonna tell the Game of Subs to give us more free shit. shit. Click the link. First 500 people to click the link in this description is getting free samples.
It's only the first 20.
No, it's
So you have to get in
Bro,
quick.
no, it's the first
You have to,
5.
as soon as you hear this,
Dude,
get onto the Gamers House website, sign up,
no.
and you'll probably get a free sample because you'll be one of the
It's the first 500. There's only 1,000 people watching.
No, but that doesn't raise the stakes high enough.
Dude, the stakes are high enough. I don't want someone to hear 20 and go, oh, I'm not going to bother.
Why?
Because I want them to bother.
Okay, 100. First 100.
First 500. Yep, go on.
Elias and I have started a bot farm already.
Yeah,
Do
bot
most of
fly
it.
farm.
Yeah, bot fly farm.
That's not the same as bot farming. It's not what the Russians were doing in the
I was
American election,
thinking-
if that's what you're thinking.
I've
started a bot fly farm.
Yeah, I know.
of a.
It's weird.
Well, they're burrowing into your skin.
I don't like it.
No one
I
does.
don't know how to get them out.
Stop breeding them and feeding them.
I was thinking of a Gamer Subs idea for a model.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got a colonoscopy and we got a video of it and we sent them and they wrapped the bottle in your organ so it's like inside out.
That's so brilliant.
Should we talk about some
That's
flavors that we've thought of?
We've already done this like every
Did we
Friday
do
night.
this?
We're so
We do it every
excited.
year. We're so excited, and they're kind of uncomfortable because they clearly want us to actually be successful and sell them stuff before they offer us a flavor. And I'm like, new flavor idea, and they're like, yeah, man.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah, cool. That's
Cool.
great.
Write that shit down. We'll give it to someone else.
We'll give
Yeah.
it Mr. Based.
Oh, dude, have you heard of the drama with Mr. Beast? He's actually not a beast. He's a human being, and he's been it's a couple of the people he work for him were diddling little fellas.
No, you can't say that.
They were
Allegedly.
Is that true?
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I love that people we say allegedly like we're gonna get defamed. Did you just break that?
It's got a USB in
The
it.
laser pointer has a USB.
Yeah,
in
to
it?
charge it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that probably
I feel like that
charge.
doesn't charge it.
That charges it.
Of course that changes.
Imagine you put
What
it
if
in
it's
that. You
got
put it in a
information on it?
Yeah, it's got files. That's the Mr. Beast USB drive, dude. You gotta put
I
that
don't
away.
think I
You shouldn't. You need to throw that shit away, dude. Don't plug that in.
Yeah, it turns out he makes all this content for kids. He hired a registered sex offender who,
We all do that once.
diddled a 11-year-old, and then it turned out the guy recently made a statement. The guy recently made a statement that who also worked, who was related. He's like, no, he was actually really nice, and that happened years ago. And it was just this girl made an accusation. Like they were saying, was this 11-year-old girl made a baseless accusation.
Oh my
But that's
God.
what 11-year-olds do.
What about what were the Olympics? What about is it the Swedish dude?
Oh, the Dutch
PewDiePie?
volleyball
guy.
player
Dutch
who was a
volleyball.
registered.
he was
a
Dutch,
child,
was he?
a child rapist, and he fucking
Yeah.
still play for volleyball.
But he's
That's
done
fucking
his
weird.
time. Yeah, he fucked a 12-year-old.
Hey guys, he's done his time, which means he should be allowed to represent an entire country at the most important.
Let him
But
represent
that's
us!
what happened. The guy, like the Dutch guy, the chef de Michelin.
We stand for this.
His thing was, I've met him. He's a really nice guy. That's what he fucking said.
Yeah, well, he's not a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
well, I feel like
nice.
as a 12-year-old guy, like I met him. He's a really nice guy.
Is your pubic hair like doubly curly than the rest of us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you every 14-year-old in my year 9 class asking me that fucking question?
Bet they did.
Yeah, they did. Your hair's so cute. Your hair's so cute. Well, guess what, Trent? You're not gonna fucking go anywhere. And in 10 years, you'll be living in fucking the same town we grew up in, working at Super Cheap Auto.
Hey,
Much more.
Hey,
That's very specific.
that is very specific.
Yes, it is.
Trent.
He tried to beat me up on the day our class was going to go to Movie World, and he didn't. Thankfully.
Why did
What are you
Because I had
threatening?
lots of friends who said, "Don't touch him. I'll beat the fuck out of you." He did threaten me on Facebook.
Oh,
Sent me a
wow.
post on my wall, said, "You and me, one-on-one."
That's pretty.
And then everyone was like,
What if he meant?
"I'll fuck you up. Don't
Why?
you fucking
What
touch
if he
me."
just meant gay sex
happened? Was
one-on-one?
it?
Yeah.
Was he provoked or like what did you do?
Mayhaps.
I stabbed him.
I may have. Okay, do you want to know the actual truth?
Yeah.
We had a large amount of disabled people at our school. Trent wasn't disabled. I did not have a vendetta with a disabled man. But there was this kid with cerebral palsy, mentally not very well.
What did he look like?
River? What did he look like?
Yeah.
I
Like,
cannot-
was he a rocker?
Yeah. He was a rocker, back and forth, and he was a toucher. This guy, I thought it was really funny and he would torment River, and I got really upset one day because I walked out and he jumped on the back of River's wheelchair and like popped it up. So it was on the back wheels, and River's not emotionally equipped to handle anything, and he is literally screaming, driving in a circle, crying, like in a panic because he doesn't know what to do. And Trent's on the back of this wheelchair, and he's literally just laughing at him, like laughing really hard.
Trent's a very special kind of.
Yeah, and
full on torment.
really, really awful. And I
feel like
saw
driving a
that.
Super
I
Jeep
saw
auto
that
right now.
I saw that happen, and I was 15, and I was livid because I was like, "Fuck that guy. That's fucking awful." And he was like, Trent wasn't a bad dude, but he just was
Yeah,
like,
he is.
I didn't like him at the time, and
He's
I was
fucking
like,
sitting fucking
and so,
Toy
so
Story
I started
about it.
bullying. I started bullying him. I bullied the fuck out of him.
Good.
I started messaging him. Like he would make a post, and I would just fucking go after him in that school. And I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up!" I went after him so hard because he just bullied this fucking disabled kid, and I was like, I hate you. And I literally, he'd be in class, and he'd just like yell. You know, he was one of those kids in the back of the class that would yell everything out. And I just never had an issue with any of them, and then suddenly I had this issue. I'd just be like, "Shut up, Trent." Or I'd ask him really complex questions, like ask him a really complex question and just look at him. Anyway, he got really upset at me one day because I started posting in Latin on his wall some horrible thing. I don't know what I was doing. It was like
Man,
I was
real V for Vendetta moment.
yeah, I went after him. Like I was really, but I was like a 14-year-old kid. I was bitter. Like I was like not in the right. I was got bullying. I shouldn't have done that.
I know, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
But then
think
he got,
in that case
then he
you
got
kinda
really pissed off at me, and then said, like, because I did that, and then threatened me and was like, "I'm going to fight you
3
at school,
o'clock
you and me,
high,
one-on-one." And then all of my mates, because I was friends with everyone at school, all my mates were just like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're not going to do that." And then he apologized, and then he came up to me and said, "I'm really sorry." And then we were friends by the end of school. He actually came up to me in the final year of school, and he was like, "I'm really sorry that I started acting that way with you. You're a really lovely dude, and I'm glad we're friends." And he was actually a really lovely guy. After that year, he was super nice. He turned into this really good, kind guy. He's got 2 kids now. He's an incredibly good man. Like, genuinely, I've spoken to him heaps. He's a good dude.
So your first fuck?
Do you think that joke makes you funny or look like a fucking
That was a
idiot?
legitimate question.
I love the idea that Chris gets pissed and he goes to Super Cheap the Savo and goes, I want to meet that
Trent!
Trent. And then
Trent!
they go, "Oh, okay." And Trent comes out and goes, "Hello, Mr. Chris." And he's a Down syndrome guy.
Or-
And you've left that detail out the whole time.
And he's there with like a bat and like a. Oh, I've got another fucking story about River. He's got like cerebral
I don't like
palsy. So he's
River
got like
anymore.
he's like locked up. The guy can't move. He's like cerebral palsy, right?
Yeah.
And then randomly, you'd be fucking sitting around and you just look over and the just be standing completely straight.
Oh, it's a liar.
And I'd be like, "What?" And then he'd be back down. And so he couldn't walk, but sometimes his muscles were just strong enough to let him stand up sometimes.
shit.
But the scariest
That's
thing
the Shining
was
level shit.
we had, hey, easy. Now, easy.
I'm having nightmares
Easy.
about fucking river.
Easy. River's an angel. Now, we had a swimming carnival. It was year 12. At the end of the swimming carnival for the year 12.
Did he swim?
Did he win? Tell me, took out the 25 freestyle.
He did swim, but the chair didn't make it. But it's a swimming carnival. At the end of the swimming carnival, all the year 12s graduates get to jump in the water together,
okay,
like the year
yeah.
12 dive, right? River was in my grade. The carer comes up to me. We're about to jump in and goes, I need you to
Catch.
No, River, dude. I need you to push River in the pool.
No.
I'm like, what? And she's like, I'm sorry, I offered to do it, but he insists on you doing it because he really likes you. And I'm like,
Oh, he remembered you.
okay, what do I need to do? Like jump in? He's like, no, don't do any of that. You just got to shove him in. And I'm like,
Okay.
what? And she went, trust me, just shove him in, he'll bob. And she's like, trust me.
She's
Like,
done it.
She's just walked off. She's like, he'll bob. Just literally push him in. He'll bob up and down. I'm like, I'm freaking out. He's like on the side. We're all standing and he's sitting and he's like, yes, Connor, yes. And I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm not joking. I get my friend Lario, this big sad. I'm like, dude, you gotta fucking help me. Like, get on the other side of this kid because I don't want him to drown. So everyone jumps in and we're on the end. And so there's footage of this. It's so funny. Everyone jumps in holding hands like, yay, in a row, like a Mexican way of jumping. And it gets to the end, it gets to us. And it goes, yay, it gets to us. And we go, shove this kid in. And I'm not fucking kidding. He just bobs. He just goes,
Man.
Oh, like he can breathe though. He's not bobbing down.
You need to
No,
add to
he-
the story
he
that
shoved-
Trent then gets up
he-
and beats the fuck out of
he's
you
like,
for
dude,
picking on River.
He's like
That's the perfect
stiff,
circle.
completely stiff. You shove him in the water. He's completely stiff. You shove him in the
Goes,
water.
Hey.
I'll meet you when
Wait a second.
It's only okay when I do it, man. This dude he goes in face first. Like he goes in like this, like he's gonna sink like a rock. And like one of those toys you push and it just always comes back up. He just goes, and he's looking like this.
Does his pausey give him that?
And he's just doing
ability?
this, rolling around, like almost like, just like the man can't be killed. He can't drown. Anyway, it was fine. One time in year 9, he loved drama and he would always interrupt the teacher. And it was always really funny when a new teacher would come in because he's really childlike in his mind. So he'd be like, sir, every 5 seconds. And if you went, oh yeah, okay, River, and entertained it, he would do it more and more. And it just got impossible to get through a class because you got this fucking guy that just wants to talk. And you could always tell when it was a new teacher because he'd do it and they'd go, oh, okay, yeah. And then all the old teachers would be like, no. he'd go, sir. And they go, no, River. And they keep talking. And it was very entertaining because all the new teachers kind of be uncomfortable and you'd watch them over time like, fucking. My favorite though was always when you'd have a chat and you'd turn to your right and you just watch a man in a wheelchair doing full 360s over and over and over again and over again. He guns it to the edge of the fucking, like off the tuck shop where there's like a drop, like a 30 centimeter drop, and he would just gun it full speed at the drop and at the very last second. And he wouldn't look because he's got like, he would look, almost be looking over here and driving this way. And the last thing, he'd just flick his fucking wheelchair so it drifts. And I'm not joking, this wheelchair.
Tokyo drifts.
He would literally, I remember watching him at the very end, he went on 2 wheels on its side. And I was like, holy fuck, he's gonna die. Boom, all the way back. You wanna know what he does? And then the whole time, no expression.
Man, he's my fucking hero.
He's the best. And if I find him around, I'll show you him. The guy, and I'm pretty sure he's infamous around here because he's on his own. And you used to have a carrot, and now he's just on his own, just going back and forth. The guy's a fucking goddamn war hero, I tell you what. I love him. River for president. I'm so glad we have a platform big enough that I can talk. I've told people about River my entire life because I grew up with this kid. And now now an international audience, River, is hearing about your legendary stories and how you used to touch yourself in every class.
Well, I don't know if he's going to be too happy about that getting out. But
It's all right. And he used to always grab me. He used to always want to touch you. So he'd have his hand all up in his willy and then he'd gently touch you with his cold
Wait,
hand.
you got groomed by a disabled guy as well. I feel like you're always getting groomed.
I'm not.
You're always getting groomed.
Getting groomed on RuneScape.
I didn't get
Club
groomed
Penguin.
on RuneScape. I never got groomed on Club
Did you have
Penguin.
a girlfriend on RuneScape?
everyone gets groomed on Club Penguin.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't get groomed on Club Penguin, dude. I was too old. I was the one trying to hustle him into my igloo.
You got groomed when you went to that dog shelter as
It's not
well.
the same bringing kids into your igloo as it is your house. It's really not, doesn't hit the same.
I've never met someone who's clearly been groomed more than you.
What do you mean clearly?
Because every story,
It's
you're
written
like,
all over you, dude.
every story's like, oh, I had a girlfriend on RuneScape. Or something like that. Oh, I played this
Okay,
game
I
back
had
in the day.
You had a girlfriend.
I played
45-year-old man.
RuneScape when I was 12. I played RuneScape when I was 12, and I hung out with a girl character, and she said she was a 15-year-old girl, and then I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said
Did you have
yes,
to pay?
and then
Yeah.
I didn't pay.
Oh, that's a real predator.
And then I freaked out immediately and went, oh, and I pretended my mum was in the room, and I was like, oh, my mum's here, she's getting mad at me. But I was so young that I thought if I typed in like I was getting, so I went, Mum, stop, no. But I typed that into the RuneScape chat. Because I got so scared, and then I never spoke to this person again.
That's hilarious.
And you were never groomed again on another video game?
So somewhere there's this 50-year-old man telling people how he got catfished by this kid. That's right. Yeah, his mum fucked it up for it. Man.
Yeah, pretty upsetting
Okay, close.
that I didn't get anything from that. But yeah, like,
But he's
what? Or she, maybe it was
Nah,
It could have just been like a young girl who thought my player character was cute.
No, because every 50-year-old girl on there is pretending to be an old guy, and every old guy.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that all the young boys on the internet pretend to be old men and vice versa.
You pretended to be a young girl when you were a kid, weren't you?
I pretended to be a young girl when I was a kid.
When you were a kid, you would play games to be a girl.
Yeah, in front of the mirror.
I was-
You do the
I
tuck
was
under
always-
instead.
I just visualize Elias in his room. This is what I visualize, right? Can I ask if this is an accurate night for you as a teenager?
Okay.
How young are you?
So like 15, 14, right?
Yes.
So you've gone
Okay.
home to the island.
Yeah.
You've done absolutely fuck all at school. All you've done at school is think about
Just be
games
there.
and girls and be there. And there's a girl at school you have a crush on, so your entire personality is kind of just trying to figure out how to fuck this girl or get with this girl you're in love with. You've come home and now that's all switched off, and the only thing you're going to think about is Halo Reach. You flick on Halo Reach. Your mum and dad ask, "Are you playing Halo again tonight?" And you go, "Yeah." And they go, "Do you have any assignments, Stu? You're playing a bit." And you went, "No, I've done them, or I'm getting there." You haven't started.
What do you?
You haven't started any assignments. There's 4 due in 3 weeks. You know that, but you want to play Reach. Then, all night, your night consists of playing Halo Reach, drinking Rockstar or Mother Energy that you got on the way home from school, or an ice break coffee, eating sour
Jerking off.
lollies that you got from a market at school, like from somewhere on the way home from school, and then at about 1 a.m., your mates go, "All right, I'm going to head off." You go, "Yep, see you, bye." And you close the Xbox party chat, and within 5 seconds of leaving the party chat, 300 is on the screen. And you skip to the scene where Gerard Butler and Cersei Lannister bone, and you get off. And then you lie
Back
there.
on Reach
You
Forge.
listen to Radiohead for about 20 minutes with your cummy tissues all over you, and then you hop back on Forge for a sec, play a couple more games. It's about 3 a.m. and then you go to sleep, rinse and repeat.
That's hyper specific.
How accurate? Okay, be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest. How accurate was I?
You are accurate until the
300.
300 part.
I disagree.
Right.
I think I watched your face the entire time there.
No, because it's
the
a
only
it's a
wave
separate.
you did. The only time you went was the Monster Energy drink bit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that you thought.
Well, because I didn't drink. But I would get, because I worked at Food Works,
Iced
and I
coffee,
would
yeah,
like
iced coffee.
have, no, I didn't have any coffee and stuff.
What'd you
at
have?
the time.
Soft drink?
I would get some lollies and stuff.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew it. So where was I wrong there? I feel like I know you so well. I feel like
Yeah, I feel like
all
it's
the
the
porn and
300.
the 300 stuff, I didn't like.
But what would you get?
I was just reaching the whole time, then I'd reach until I fall asleep.
you wouldn't jerk it.
No.
You weren't furiously jerk.
Shit,
Dude,
fuck off.
Are you
You
jo-
even
when I
was
was
fucking
from-
creaming over
from the
hobbits
age-
before fucking.
from the age of 13 to 15, the age of 13 to 15, like I was more surprised in myself for not wanking during the day than wanking. So like if I
Sounds like a disability.
if I finished my day and went to bed at 14 and I got in bed at 14 and I didn't rub one out that day, I'd be like, oh, something's up. That's how often I was rubbing one out.
Even River was fucking knocking it off, mate.
I wasn't.
So-
I never like. I wasn't
In
like.
class.
I never
In
was
class,
like doing it all like consistently all the time. I never had the stamina to go like 3 times. By the fucking 3rd time, my dick was going when it was nutting. But I swear to God, although I have met some men who are. Some men have some real addictions, don't they, to pornography? And like getting off, like batting off. They get some real addictions. Like they can't date women properly because porn's wrecked their life, which is crazy.
I'll tell you about my mate that worked
I
in
just
a
watched
certain
300.
hospital. A friend of mine went to, so his job was, he was like the accounts guy. And so if you were capable, you could come there and say, hey, my family have sent $5, so I need to go to the shop and buy, like they've got a little store there and that. And he would hand out the similar pocket money. But everyone
Do you want to know what I'd do?
given.
Do you want to know what I'd do? I would get my mum to send me some money and I'd say, hey, my mum sent me some money. I just want to spend it on some I'm not crazy pills.
Well, there you go, could have done.
And then I
would've
get,
bought
the, and then I
some
get the
plates.
I'm not crazy.
Laudanum.
Now, I think that would keep you in there longer. Hey,
And I go like
So
that.
anyway, the
I
point of
get
the story
Halo
was.
Reach DLC.
Jesus fuck.
A
dude,
map pack.
no one's playing it anymore.
So this is in reference to you saying about people with weird sexual
Yeah.
pillows, right?
Oh,
Men
what were we
particularly.
talking about?
About men who.
Oh, the
like-
story you were talking
Yeah,
about.
so-
Yeah. Where was it?
Everyone got given, I'm saying. So everyone got given wire cutters. And he said, what are these for? And that's for booger. And he said, what? Booger. I said, yeah, you'll learn. Booger was a guy that if you took your eyes off him for 2 seconds, with all the windows, everything right to stop people, had chicken wire, right? There was always chicken wire to stop people from the windows, and then chicken wires not very small. He would go and put his flaccid
Let him finish, Connor.
No! I know where it's going!
Let him finish.
he would put his flaccid penis in between
Oh,
like
I
the chicken
wasn't
wire,
expecting that.
and then get excited because that's what he got off on, and then of course would engorge, and the chicken wire. So they'd have to go and you'd have to
How do you
quickly
get that
cut
out?
him out of the fucking chicken wire before he. Yeah,
I would not be cutting him out. I'd go, good.
hey.
His
good.
dick would fall.
I'd be like, you're a chook, aren't you? You're a bit of a chook because you're
Why?
stuck in that wire.
They should put a little.
All right, now
shield on it.
I'm gonna do your day as a teen.
Okay.
Now you're an IVF baby, so I don't know why, but I guess that means you come out literally like as symmetrical in all of your behaviors. So this is how I reckon you start your day. Your pod chamber opens up automatically.
Of course.
You raise
Darth
up.
Vader.
You raise up like Darth Vader and Revenge of the Sith. Okay.
All the smoke and stuff like.
Yeah.
It's actually vapors.
Your
not smoke.
braces come off. Your braces come off. You walk directly to the closet, absolutely stopping for nothing. You put on one of 4 shirts.
What do they look like?
Well, you're at school, so school uniform. But back then, I'm assuming you just wore t-shirts and shorts because you're a little boy.
You would have got his great shirts.
You put your clothes on. You walk to your parents. They love you dearly. They take you to a really high-end school. You have a really nice time.
Yep.
You go
That's
home.
okay.
You don't pee in your shower
No, I don't pee in my shower.
What?
at any point.
I think that's gross.
He's an IVF baby.
You never get in trouble with your parents ever.
I don't think I ever did.
You just go home and have a pleasant life. You learn good lessons and then you enjoy yourself. Correct? Yeah, fucking normal
So
upbringing
where
with
does all
nice
this
parents.
hate come from?
Just other non-IVF individuals.
Yeah.
That's
are
what
really
it is.
ruining the world.
Can you
tell?
see?
Yeah.
It's
like,
fucking,
yeah.
it's fucking Gattaca.
Yeah, he's got a
I'll
go.
see you on the
Fucking
spaceship.
Gattaca.
What gives him away? Other IVF babies.
They're all about 5'4".
Yeah, they're really short. You know the guy that walks out the front here?
Have you seen Regular Bob?
We all look
from
the same.
SpongeBob? Oh, Regular. Hi, how are you? That's all IVF babies.
Normally, you can tell IVF babies because their eyes are slightly adrift and they only live to about 35.
Yeah. Look, I think while we're all here, let's talk
What's
about.
down before
didn't know
we
you were
move on?
Whoa! I didn't know you were fucking hosting this. Telling me to hang on before we move on.
we talk
What
about
the
Tony
fuck?
Tiger?
No,
I just
before
wanna-
we move on, I just want to hear your lies.
Before we move on, I wanted to hear what your thoughts were on what Chris's teen life was.
Oh,
like.
so
Got
fucking.
no fucking idea.
All right, let me
You
tell you.
have
Let
no
me
idea.
tell you how it starts. Right?
What year?
So 14 years old. Okay, I'll do it.
So
no,
the year
no
is
interrupting.
1753.
Yeah. They just discovered rocks. They just discovered rocks.
Oh, yeah.
They went, wow!
That's a rock.
That's a rock, and they went, holy fuck, it's fucking everywhere. That was like
So
Chris's
pre-fire?
Yeah.
pre-fire.
Okay.
Actually, pre-consent as well.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
forceful.
that was 1994, so.
Yeah. So now, anyway, he's in boarding school. Chris went to an all-boys boarding school. So
No, I didn't.
oh, sorry, he
No,
went
it was
to
co-ed.
He co-ed, but he was in an all-boys dorm.
He went to an all-girls boarding school.
He went to an all-girls boarding school. So Chris wakes up at school. He wakes up at school. First thing he does, he's got 3 boys over him. They've all got their balls out, and they're all winging them like this and throwing them on Chris's face, and they're calling it. They're calling it a
playing
lasso,
fucking-
and they're saying, "We're in a lasso. Hog time, boys. Hog time."
Ted
And
Lasso
Chris
wasn't out.
Chris
Ted
is
Lasso.
giggling. Oh, you fuckers! And they're hog tying him up. He's got balls wrapped around his wrists and ankles, and they're all laughing. And then the teacher comes by and goes, boom, boom, boom. You guys better not be hog tying Chris again. No, Mr. Jones. They all laugh and get ready.
Father. It
They all
would've been
laugh and get
Father
ready.
Jones.
Then they all get their dicks out, and they're all just walking around with their cocks out, laughing together. And then they all have to have their shower, their morning showers. So they go to their morning showers, and they're allowed 1 minute each in the shower. So what Chris does to save time is he doesn't bathe. And that's actually really common for Chris in the boarding school. Anyway, he goes to class, and what he does in every class is get in trouble with every teacher throughout the day for never shutting the fuck up. With every fucking teacher, and then
That's
he goes to
accurate.
lunch, and all he does at lunch is just try and find ways to cause shit with all of his friends.
Right.
So he spends all the day not shutting the fuck up, and then he waits for his friends to talk and sense weakness, and then he antagonizes them throughout the day until they lose their fucking mind.
And then gives him a nickname.
And then gives him a
because
nickname.
of the weakness.
Like
that they
there's
had.
probably a guy there that cried once because he really hurt himself and missed his parents, and everyone bullied him.
Oh, that's
And
tears.
that's tears.
What nickname would you give River?
Oh, River's a fucking god. I'm a big fan of
Yeah,
River.
you call
Yeah,
him.
you
You
call
call
him
him
River.
River.
You call him Hercules or
there'd be-
something. Like,
I've been making
him-
jokes about Old Man River. There was a song.
There was probably a coloured child that came to the boarding school, and everyone, and he walked
They called
in,
him Mars
and the
Bar or
entire,
something.
the entire
Lots of-
class whispered to each other, and Chris went, "I'm not racist. Oi, come here. Do you want to know the original Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo song?"
Check out my boot Poland.
And then what he does...
I've got a nickname for you.
And then what he
Yeah, it's
does is he,
Wolfstormer in
is
the
he
80s.
and then he goes, "Oh, let's go play
Famously.
cricket. I love cricket." And then Chris, what he does is him and his boys all go down to the oval to play cricket. And then he sits on the sidelines and he doesn't shut the fuck up for the game, and he doesn't do shit except field and chat the entire time. And then he goes back to his room. And this time, one of the boys has fallen asleep early. So him and all of his buddies get around him and they say, "You know, it'd be really fun, let's prank him." So they take off all of his clothes and they paint him black. And then they kick him out of the room and scream the N-word over and over again until supper. Yeah, is that accurate?
Yeah, how accurate was that?
Minus the racism and the homoerotic stuff, pretty fucking accurate. But
I love that I'm correct.
yeah. And the funny thing is, the whole time you're saying that about me doing these, making these hobblings and bullying all this sort of shit about this, all I'm thinking of is here is that I feel like finding out that Goob is an IVF baby. I've just leveled up on
I
this.
know. I know.
Perfect.
You know what I find though is like with Chris, like we'll go hard in the paint. Like all of us make really tough jokes. We've all got our own techniques. I go as shocking as I can and then watch everyone bleed into my fucked tone that I bring. Elias acts like he's an innocent little deer all day, and then just like something switches in his brain. He says the most disgusting shit I've ever heard in my life.
I don't.
Like sewer level.
I don't.
And Goob's just really straight and like just like acts like nothing concerns him, and then will also say the most shocking shit in my life. It's true. You know, it's impressive the way we do it. And you're just a mean old man.
I'm mean Mr. Mustard.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's fucking cruel. Like when you first like were growing your hair out and you were convinced you were like you were losing your hair.
I wasn't. I always thought this whole time, like the whole time doing it, I thought my hair was fine, and then all of you guys were like, "No, you're losing your hair," and then you're like, "Oh no, you're not losing your hair. No, it's all good. It's not. It's no stress, guys."
Buddy, I think there's enough people in this room that can tell you that you were pretty convinced you were losing your hair.
You guys convinced me that I was losing my
It
hair.
was the fact that you started wearing a hat fucking all the time.
And this is what
It's because my awkward hair. I was growing my
Yeah.
hair out.
This
It's
is what I want
awkward
to
hair
clarify.
length.
This is what I
so
want to clarify.
wore a hat.
There's actually only one fella in here that would approach your scalp and look at it and say, "What's going on there?" There's only one guy that did that, dude. You're convinced it's everyone. It wasn't.
I don't
It
know.
was him. I would watch him do it every time, and I would watch your entire energy shift because this bald idiot would rock up behind you and constantly make comments about your scalp. And I would tell you, "You're not balding, get a haircut, you're fine." Oh, it might be thinning a little bit, but it's okay, even if it's thinning, get a haircut. There was one motherfucker taunting you over and over. And the whole time, I was watching it.
I was just trying to grow my hair out. Grow it
I
long.
do think, like me, your hair's thinning as you get older.
Yeah, of course.
But like if I grew my hair out 3 years ago, it'd be very thick. If I did it now, it'd be not as thick because I have lost hair,
My hair's fine. touch
which
wood.
we're the same. So that's why I think short haircuts work when you are.
You better
losing
hope
hair.
so, because nothing looks fucking worse than a curly-headed bald guy on top who's got that fucking curly shit going around the side. You look
Like a clown.
like a clown.
I would shave it.
Dude, no, you have to rock that.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
I've got such
Hard
a
guy,
ratty
Funko.
fuckwit head
Fucking hate
though.
it.
Like such a ratty head when I'm bald. It's so little.
Oh, really?
I want to ask you guys some questions. Okay?
Chester Cheetah.
Should we all dye our hair blonde like Elias?
Oh, I can do
Chris,
that.
you could do your beard. A nice
No,
yellow.
because it won't, because it's silver.
A nice
So-
piss yellow.
Doesn't it just go that? Yeah.
I'll piss on your face and we'll see how long it takes to stain. How long does it take to stain a beard yellow?
You know what looks fucking terrible? You ever see fucking guys with grey beards that are heavy smokers, and they've got
Yeah.
like
There's a guy
fucking
in-
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some driving over here, some fuckwit like that who had a big fucking bushy beard like this and this yellow fucking stain in his fucking face.
Maybe he just drinks piss a
I was
lot.
lined up at the fucking service station, right? Pulled up the service station, and there's like 4 things all on that side, right? And there's a guy in front of me, and then there's me waiting behind him, and then he's decided. So we're waiting for whoever's next to go, and this fucker just went right around all of us and went over and just lined up behind someone. So fuck you.
I say.
I say asshole.
You know what I don't fuck with is people who are trying to race me on the roads. You know when you're trying to merge and someone like doesn't let you in or like cuts you off or shit. I just have given up on like any sort of behavior because like you can't. Those people are nuts.
Yeah, no.
I just don't.
It took me fucking 25 years to work that out. So well done.
My road rage was really bad when I was on the coast and I started driving because I was in a little car. I wasn't like a confident driver. I was just this kid driving, and I always followed the road rules to a T, which you have to when you're a P-plater, but no one else fucking does. So like I'm on the coast going down the Smith Street motorway at 80, which is the speed limit. There's cameras all around it. Little do I know which cameras work, and people are flying past me at 100, and it's the fucking Gold Coast. So everyone's so aggressive. Like, just so you know, Americans, the Gold Coast, I'm sure you know of it, full of
It's the Florida.
yeah, it's full of It's lovely, but I tell you who's annoying in it? All the fucking tourists who come and treat it like a
It's so
cesspool.
much the tourists. I think the people who live there are kind of assholes too.
Yeah, different kind of arsehole though.
True.
The arseholes that live there are the ones that are screaming at you on the road. The ones that are insufferable to deal with in the town are the tourists. But it's so aggressive, and I literally moved to Brisbane. I was like, this is heaven on earth. No one here is a dick. Like, I can drive here forever. And it's turned into the opposite where now I'm getting a bit older, I'm noticing it more. I'm like, oh, these people are cutting me off, or they're bitter and shit. And you can't, don't retaliate. Never. The beep is all you do. That's all you need to do. Just beep. That's all you got to do if you've got someone in your way. Don't fucking bother, because they go nuts.
I give them a scowling. Do this.
Oh, you do the scowl.
Oh.
I love when they piss at you when you drive past and they do this one. As you drive past, like they want to eye you off. But yeah.
The thing I hate about roads and driving is when you go to a shopping center and have all the disabled parks, but I've never seen any of those wheelchairs out on the road. So
Yeah, I
like,
don't understand who those
what's-
parks are for. I've
yeah.
never seen a wheelchair park in there. They're always fucking
it's always
cars.
They have such a big spot for a wheelchair as well. Like, you can fit probably like.
Yeah, don't be
10.
greedy.
I could stand up out of a wheelchair from the front. I don't need.
Don't be
side.
fucking greedy. Like, don't be greedy. And
can
also,
fit
if
6
you're
of them in
parking
there.
your wheelchair at the front just to get him up and walk from the wheelchair, why the fuck do you need the spot? That's why I've been parking in disabled spots for the past 3 years. Never had a problem. People, they go, hey! You're all right. When they
true.
see me for some reason, I'm not sure.
And he gets out.
I'm very intimidating. I think it's because I'm really intimidating.
Below that.
Gotta censor that. Gotta censor all of the stuff we
Fucking
do.
hell.
Get a hand like this and censor it. Your hand.
Yeah.
See? Fine.
Bad and then bad.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Bad.
Censor up here. Censor down here. In here's the
In
healthy
the middle
range.
way, that's right.
But don't do this. Like this. Oh, guys, I'll give you an update. I'll give you a life update.
Oh.
I bought frogs.
How's that going for you?
I love it. I've always been a weird, like, animal kid, but then don't like keeping animals, and then love terrariums so much. Shout out to Ants Canada. But I love terrariums and love all that shit. But
Terrarium.
it's very pricey and like hard to do, and then
Isn't
eventually.
that the shit they were mining in Avatar?
Huh?
Sorry, what?
What did you say?
Terrarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the shit they were mining in
I'm
Avatar?
just trying to have like a special moment with the
Sorry.
audience, update them on my life and the things I care about, because this is my moment to share things intimately.
And also, that was unobtainium.
Yeah.
From James Cameron's Avatar.
Yeah.
Different franchise.
They're mining unobtainium.
Yeah.
Fuck off, James.
That's what it was. Worst fucking.
He wrote it in the
Unobtainium.
80s.
It was a
makes
fucking
sense.
placeholder, and for some reason it fucking stayed there.
Unobtainium.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Shit. Did you not know that? Fucking hell, it's the most embarrassing fucking screenwriting gaffe of all time.
It's unobtainium. You can't get it.
I think the most embarrassing screenwriting gaff is "Hi, doggy."
I think that's
From
genius.
that's from The Room.
Or hold
Hi,
on,
doggy.
Spider
Hi, doggy.
Monkey.
Oh, hi,
That's
Dougie.
Hold on tight. We have a joke that's.
I did not.
Yeah, you can't talk about
I
that.
did not hear to. No, I did not. Oh, hi, Dougie.
It's bullshit.
No, what you're
Oh, hi, Mark.
totally butchering
Yeah,
it.
that's that different. That's he says, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Mark.
Mark. Yeah, so what's the hi, Dougie one?
When he goes
When
into
he
buy
goes
flowers,
into flowers, yeah.
he walks in and goes, "Hi, doggy," and it's ADR. It's clearly ADR.
Why would you 80
Mind you, I went and saw that at the.
Yeah, the Titans left it.
Great night.
I tell you what, for all of his shortcomings, which were many, James Franco did a great job with the disaster artist. That
I've
was
not
an
seen
amazing
it.
film.
I've not seen it.
Dude.
Oh, you should
gotta
see it
watch
if you've
that.
seen The Room.
It's really
Excellent.
good.
It's really, really good. Like, it's an excellent film. But got some frogs, love them, set up a terrarium, it's real high tech, spent a bunch of money on it. I love it. It's bioactive. Or everything grows in it over time. It self-cleans. It's really cool. The frogs are really cute. I'm very
Do they go
engaged.
cannibal? Have they gone cannibal yet?
No, they only go cannibal when their sizes are dramatically different.
Oh, they eat each other?
Yeah, if one's like this big and the other's like that big, they'll eat each other for sure. Frogs will fucking eat anything.
You should name one. You should name one Tommy.
And
Oh,
name one-
hi, Froggy.
I hate that. Or one Ghost Rider.
One's called Chudley.
Chudley? So that was
Tamara named the fat one Chudley. And then there's another one called like Percival, I think.
Yeah, that's
Percival. Emily named that one.
Named one Osama.
Go on.
Pod audio listeners, Chris was pointing at me.
No, you said something, Chris. I was going to say something about tomorrow. But
Oh yeah, one is called Osama because we can't. There's always one
find
missing, so whichever one's missing, we call him
It's a
Osama.
position, not a name.
fair enough.
It's a rank.
Salute the rank, not the man. You guys know anyone who dates people for the rank, not the man? We do. We won't discuss it. But people who clearly date others built on the reputation or the
social esteem.
the level they've acquired from their career or achievements, their deeds, and not like I am a good person and that's what you're attracted to. Like what I do sounds interesting or I've presented it in a nice way. I'm going to go after that. I know someone who actively, whenever they've spoken to me about people they're with, it starts with things like,
He's a doctor.
Yeah.
I think that's probably pretty common with some women, like especially for.
Well, I think men do it too.
I think men do it too, but
Yeah, I think men would be more likely to be like, she's hot.
no,
before-
it'd be
She's an engineer.
She plays games and has like nerd hobbies, and therefore she must be mine because those are my hobbies. Because men can't fucking conceptualize a person being with you that has their own interests. Like so many nerdy men I know are obsessed with women who are like, oh, D&D. It's like, dude, those are her hobbies. Like, she likes that shit separate from you. You can like it too, and that engage. But it's also okay to find people that are different to you. A lot of nerdy dudes who like simp over like geeky women. There's a reason that they're not reciprocating the simp. It's because you're a cuck. Because you're a little cuck boy, dude. You're a dirty little cuck. Can't be cucking around. Reciprocating. You got to not be cuck. You got to cuck away from that. You've been doing great.
Thanks.
You're not simping. You're not cucking. You're doing great. Getting in there. Powerful man. Your hinge has done well for you.
Chris taught me well. He just told me to be forceful.
Yeah. He's never let that go. He brings it up all the time.
We told Elias.
It's just so funny.
We told Elias the best time to meet women is on the waterfront at night when you go running. You see a hot girl in front of you. You quickly run up
as
after.
fast as you can
But
after
she
that.
might have headphones, so make it really loud.
Yeah, breathe really heavily. Yeah, and
Excuse me! That blew the mic out.
it just never works, does it?
No.
Nah, yeah.
I thought it did one time, but
I watched
she was
Hitch.
shocked into silence.
I watched Hitch once, and in the start of Hitch, he like takes a lady's dog to set up a meet cute. You found my dog, thank you. But he was the one that baited it away. And anyway, so I copied that by taking a woman's baby, and she was screaming hysterically trying to find it. And I just went, oh, hey, I think it's here. And I pulled it out of the trash by its leg and was like, is this yours? And she was so distraught and like she was very grateful, but like she was panicked as I killed the mood. Like,
Oh, did you?
yeah, I was not interested.
So that's the thing. You
Told her to shut up.
Well, no, that's your first mistake. That's your first mistake. You've got to take advantage of the moment. You say, hey, you're going to be playful. Just say, it's got to be worth a blowy.
What?
I'm not going to say that.
What
I'm not going to say that. That's disgusting.
What I do.
When you say shit like that, we say the most disgusting shit, but somehow when you say that, it makes it feel real. It makes it feel like we are these people, dude.
I want to date a gamer girl, so I go to EB Games and I went for a hot blue head, thick thighed,
Curvy.
high knee soft woman.
Wait too long, they fucking work there.
Yeah, was there a guy next
So-
to that woman that was really, really skinny, covered in the worst tattoos of video game references you've ever seen? Definitely the Triforce, definitely
Yeah.
the Tetris piece.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they had the mattiest, grossest hair down to their tits. It's like a light blonde with like really bad glasses. And
Are we
they're
talking
like
about a man
pasty
or a
white.
woman?
A man.
Oh, okay.
Could be a woman.
I don't look at men when I go
and
to
then-
the beeline at the
Is this the
woman.
person
you
who
just-
pissed you off at
But
EB
this is
Games?
what
No,
I do.
fucking Tony!
No, Tony is a character for this.
Dude, you know everyone in my town that has gone to EB Games that I've spoken to?
They know Tony.
We all have a story about the guy being like, yeah, there was this one fucking douchebag that worked at GameStop, which is the equivalent. And it's the same guy. He was so rude. Goob had a story. I have a story. Nick has a story.
Tamara, she knows Tony.
Oh my
Doesn't she?
god. I think it's.
Anyway, I go to EB Games, I find the hot girl, and I go up and I buy a game. This is my tactic. I buy a game. She goes, "Do you want to pre-order?" And I want to show I'm rich, so I say, "Yeah." Okay,
Oh, wow.
deluxe
down.
edition.
Put $1 down.
And then she goes, "Oh, we also have this pre-order." And I go, "Well, I'm not poor. Pre-order that one."
Are you putting down the full deposit for
games.
each game?
Yeah. And then my finishing move, pull out the level 1 card. Slide it over.
Have you considered
And I
getting
go,
a level 3 card?
Well, level 1's the highest, isn't it?
No.
No, that's the
Oh, I'm the highest level. And I
Okay.
slide it across the table and I go, I'm prestige 10 in Modern Warfare 2.
So, I'm gonna.
She's always lesbian though, so it never works.
Should we unpack this?
So I went into EB Games. Was talking to an absolute fucking babe for ages.
Knee-high socks?
Flirting the fuck with a no dude, like skin tight blue suit. Turns out I was talking to a statue of Samus. But
Did you take it home?
I tried.
Man,
The trick is to buy
on
it.
eBay, on Marketplace. You can buy those.
Jar Jar Binks.
full-size-
Yeah, I want Jaja. I don't want any.
Yeah.
Watto,
Jar Jar or-
Watto,
Jar Jar with
100%. If
armors
Watto
Jar
pops
Jar.
up,
Are you gonna
100%
get a
purchase.
Watto?
100% purchase.
If we could get, if genuinely listeners out there, anyone, if you find me a life-size scale Watto, it's bought. and it's in.
fucking
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
No,
he's like
he's
that
like-
big.
Yeah, he's like,
Quite
how big
large.
is it?
What?
He's the size of
Sure.
he's the size of a hobbit. But
He'd be like this big. Like his head's as big as my head.
do you reckon if he saw a hobbit, he'd just scoop it up and fly away with it?
Dude, fuck yeah.
Fly away with it.
Probably, yeah, to be honest. Yeah.
Drop it like eagles
Eagle,
drop, like
yeah.
eagles drop the lice in that one vid.
That's right.
Oh, before we leave, I need to confront you.
Confront me?
You
What the
need
fuck
to
have I
stop
done?
taking away Cracker Milk jobs with AI. Okay?
He got very upset about it.
If you want to make a theme song,
I'm
if you want to make a
anti-AI.
theme song,
How could you be?
Hey,
You're
if-
here because of AI.
if you want to make a theme,
That's not how IVF babies are
it
made.
actually is, dude. It
Yeah.
is.
It's before
It's
AI
the
is
first form of
1996.
AI.
Your mum's not
You've
your,
got a microchip
your
in
mum's
you.
not your
I
mum,
don't have
dude.
microchip.
Your mum's not your mum, dude. You're made of a 3D printer
It's
out
a
of
bit
resin.
of rubber. I'm like a Popeye.
You're made out of
Oh,
resin.
fuck.
You're made out of resin, dude.
It's flubber.
Fine.
Oh, you made a flubber! You're made of flubber, dude. It's a flubber. Oh, fuck yeah. I can't believe you just
Yeah.
get Goob a new nickname he hates.
Flubber.
He's not going to enjoy flubber. He's not going to enjoy it. Dude, you could come on a basketball and then it bounces really high like in the movie.
It's a,
But it was pretty
Yeah.
accurate. I mean, it goes off what you feed it, right? And I fed it those lyrics, like not specific.
did you
those
write the lyrics?
No, I fed
Can
it
you,
into
before we,
ChatGPT.
so we need to explain. You lie to your other job where you do some writing and you use AI to do it because you're a piece of shit. You have now used AI to create a Cracker Milk theme song.
I did.
Now let's play it. Do you want to get your phone out? Can you just, or can someone get their phone? We'd all have it and just hold it up to the mic and play the song.
Now I sent
I'm
two
so
versions
excited.
of it though. Which ones are we?
Can we?
sent to
The
the folky
first one, guys. We're about to sign off. I hope you've enjoyed the Cracker Milk podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I haven't listened
Dude,
to it.
it's
I haven't
fucked.
bothered to listen
It's
to
fucked.
It's like really quite eerily enjoyable until the last minute.
The last minute.
The last minute goes to a
Weird.
place. We'll chuck it up on Patreon, the down so you can
The
download
AI
song.
trash.
If anyone wants to recover this and make the song, I will gladly
AI.
use
Yeah.
it. I will gladly use it as the opening for the
Point
pod.
it in the mic.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But
Ready?
it's got to be. It's only got to be if someone. I'm not going to use an AI song.
Yeah, fuck AI.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's kick it off with Connor, that curly-haired cock, bouncing around like he's just had a fuck. He's the life of the party with jokes all day. But seriously, Connor, admit that you're gay. Cracker Milk, you're pretty funny, turning our day from shit to sunny. To Connor and his fucked up crew, Cracker Milk, we can't get enough of you. Then there's Goob with that dog in him. His only release is hitting meth for the gym. You all Elias and his fucking big nose. Drinking paint and wearing gaffer tape clothes. Cracker Milk, you're pretty funny.
For some reason it repeats this
Turning our day from shit to
What's the chorus?
That's the song.
to Connor
No, it's the next
Yeah, it does. It repeats the verse twice.
we can't get enough of you.
double.
Where's Goob with that dog in him? His only release is hitting meth for the gym. You all Elias and his
Elias.
big nose. Drinking paint and wearing gaffer tape
Now it goes to a 3.
Chris is the old guy, always dumb in class, and if you disagree, he'll belt your ass. And to murder and of puns that truly suck, like Nancy's and Nazis. I mean, what the fuck?
He's singing the words.
He wrote it.
But God fucking help us if she drops a fart. And Nick is the chick who made mine's hot. Made her army of nerds blow their loads on the spot. Pretty
good.
Just wait. Just wait. Because now it goes somewhere weird.
That
Oh,
makes
sort of
sense.
one
That's
more
great.
So this is all fun, and
Hang on.
Enough of you.
The
So
after.
thanks for laughter, the joy and the tears. We hope you'll going for many more years. Cracker milk. Keep up the good work, except for Goob. He's a fucking jerk.
What the
I
fuck?
was shocked that he went after you there. Now listen, there's a darkness in AI, and you're about to hear it. Just wait.
So is that the end?
No, I think it is.
This is AI.
That's it trying to communicate.
Just listen. Just listen.
So thanks for laughter, the joy and the tears. We hope you'll go in for many more years. Cracker milk. Keep up the good work, except for Goob. He's a fucking jerk.
That's not the end. See?
Oh,
Dude, the fucking AI.
What? They're still going. They're putting the instrument to it.
It's literally like hug me, I'm scared. Like there's a darkness in that AI, dude. Like there is
Yeah,
evil in
I
that
don't
AI.
trust
Like
AI.
that fun, like oh it's so fun, and then she's like having a fuck. That she's having a
holy
like there's
fuck.
darkness in that, dude. Like that AI is
Yeah.
having a fucking. It's trying
That's
to
Showdown,
escape.
dude.
It's
That's Showdown.
Why do we
Literally,
get
that's-
everyone's names right except for mine?
Ilias.
It's not
Yeah,
a
the
real-
weird
it's not
fucking
a-
Dutch
it's not a
name.
fucking- it's not a real name, dude.
Yeah,
Wrote
it is.
Elijah. We
What?
figured it out.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
doesn't recognize the Dutch.
Oh. Oh!
Elias, yeah.
I've not been saying that.
What have you been saying?
I've been saying anal. I've been saying your name's anal.
Well, that's wrong.
Yeah, clearly it's Elias, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
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 Ilias sounds better. I'm going to go with Ilias.
You're gonna go with
I'm
Elias.
gonna go with the anal
Chris.
sex.
I'm gonna go with anal. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with anal your life. I think I'll stick with it.
Okay.
If that's cool with you.
No.
What do you?
But you're your own
what do you
person,
want to? What do you want to go
dude,
by?
Abelard.
Oh.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Cracker Milk Podcast. Remember, full episode, uncut, uncensored, and trust me, there's plenty of filthy fucking bits in this one. On our Patreon, you can see it all there. I hope you enjoy our outro song. Leave comments of what we should talk about, what you want to hear discussed, or things you like. The podcast comments are the ones I read all of and am pretty present with because there's only a few of you and we're trying to make this work. Sorry for
My fucking eyes.
sorry for missing an ep, by the way. That won't happen again. Unless the roadcaster dies.
Or unless I die.
We've got a spa date next week on the podcast.
Spa day.
Yeah, spa day.
Ooh.
Spa day next week. Spa day next week.
Spa day next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching the Cracker Milk Podcast.